there can only be one. It's college versus high, Bloem versus PE, Grey versus Grey. And it's all happening today on your channel of champions at Grey College in Bloemfontein. And the crowds are here, they are full. And the men from the green wind-swept coast of Port Elizabeth have marched up through the yellow fields of the Orange Free State in search of an elusive win. There is a faint wind today, which might make the men from PE feel a bit more at home. And I suspect that'll be all that'll be welcoming them here. This field has been one of pain and suffering for almost all teams that have traveled to play against Grey College over the years. And however, it has been a strong season for Grey High, whom we see today. Look at Kai van Kampen and Macholweni, really huge amount of pedigree has in Tutu, real speedster. Easton is going to be pivoting around him, and all the loose forwards, but particularly Reppens is strong, and Nikivana at the lock has played high-level rugby Craven Week 2 years. It's a huge occasion this weekend as the whole of Grey High makes their way up from the Eastern Cape, and all sorts of sports and all sorts of events happening around today's game. Now, Grey College, who are unbeaten, Marcel Miller, really strong wing he is. Small Smith and Buerta have been playing together since they were 14. FC Duplessis, a very good fly half. Vuma Zonke, SA Schools A, and Jan Hendrik Wessels, also SA Schools, as is Andre Hijo Fenter. On the bench, Takoyi and Cronier as well, also involved in the SA Schools setup. So they really have a strong bench, and it'll be interesting to see how they employ that later on in the game. I'm in the booth with the man himself, Wim Visser. Wim, traditionally, Grey College have dominated this fixture. It's been a good season for Grey High. What do you think Grey High will be trying to do to attempt to get the win today?
Well, the big thing is, Anton, the super quick Premier Interschools is about history and tradition. But the big thing is both these schools are littered with so much tradition, so much history, over 320 years to be exact. What can you say? There is so much going on with these schools. Like I said, there's traditions, the quad races in Port Elizabeth that goes after the two Olympic athletes where there was a rivalry. Grey College are littered with Springboks. It seems to have been a Springbok breeding ground over the past few years. But at the end of the day, Grey College have ticked the right boxes. They've had consistency. They've been unbeaten for 2 years. That means something. Grey High School from Port Elizabeth play with a lot of courage, a lot of determination. They've only lost twice and only drawn twice this season. So they also have caliber and pedigree. But let me tell you, when both these sides run on the field, it's like a mini test match for them. They're running out here, they're playing for over 320 years of traditions and history and heritage and honor.
Indeed they are. And listen to the boys sing. That Grey College contesting almost in the vocal front with Grey High. And it is Grey High that will be running on first, I believe. And a moment of introspection. This is a tradition done every match. And that, of course, Theo Reppens, the captain of Grey High. And now Grey High, come on. They run on with enthusiasm and with energy, and I know that they're coming into this game with a sense of belief. They're up for the challenge, and have a look at this. Ian Small-Smith, the captain of Grey College. He also captained the Cheetahs Free State side, and palm to the face the teddy bear gets. Small Smith, player of great pedigree. He's also a head boy of the school. Matthew Easton, the fly half for Grey High, and the head boy of that school. And here we go.
Okay, from this side.
The traditional circle completed by Grey High. And Grey College, oh, there boys, look at that. Wow. The discipline needed to pull that off from a group of schoolboys.
Sights are perfect.
I can say that again, Anton. The picture tells a story. Grey High School, their motivating circle, the war cries from Grey College.
TV, all right?
Just absorb this in. This is absolutely amazing.
Captain.
Siyako Kutsia, who will be officiating today's clash. The first few minutes of this game are going to be crucial, particularly for Grey High. And this is where the tempo is set, and it's where Grey High will need to make sure they stand up to the incredible physicality of Grey College. And we're off. Matthew Easton, the vice-captain of Grey High, begins the match, and Dion LaRue, 100-kilogram student he is, takes it immediately. Dion Fourie, that was well handled. Good stepping. Shlemelo Klaas had to do some good work, and now Bloemfontein handled out.
It was a good kick chase by Grey College. And the rabbit was pulled out of the hat with a sleeky footwork by Grey High School.
Fenter was a low throw into Andre Kramer. Grey High now affecting the turnover. Klaas deep back. But the electric place of Ntutu puts in the kick, fields it as well. Brilliant play. Spat back.
Release, Klaas.
Nathan Doster, a man to spring upon it. Brilliant start from Grey High. Well handled by Easton, gets out a miracle pass. Juggled out, however, by Leo Wolf. Turned over. Andre Fenter. As you mentioned, he is one of several players who are playing SA schools, are involved in a setup. It's gone deep, and Kai van Kampen allows it to bounce. Just on his 22, the kick comes. Destined to stay infield, and the enormous frame of Jan Hendrik Wessels. Earlier in the season, he was playing prop. Now has made the shift to lock.
Well, that's one of the boys that did make SA schools this season, is Jan Hendrik. Come from. He's a big man, he's a big boy, 115 kilograms, specialist tight head, good clean two-handed take.
Fourie. And this is what you see Grey College do so well. They have enormous players, and they allow them to bash it up, and then they work it up through the back line. And that man, Ian Small-Smith, is absolutely mercurial. Him and Leslie Buerta have been playing together since they were 14. Last year they were the wings for the first team. This year reunited in the centre passages. Now, Buerta, FC Duplessis, Wessels, LaRue. Urendal brought down.
Advantage offside. Offside. Offside.
It's Grey College finding some attacking form and structure and upping the tempo of their ball possession and retention, trapping the whole Grey High School from Port Elizabeth backline offsides, jumping the gun. It's Grey High that are trying to get extra line speed and pressure.
That's your walk.
A couple of players caught in no man's land.
Vumazonke normally plays lock, was playing lock in the Craven Week, gets it out, the pass goes to hand. Absolutely bulldozes off the defender. Duplessis, Small Smith, the fence was up. Wow! Kai van Kampen out of nowhere.
Dangerous play.
It's another offsides penalty, and once again it's Grey College that up for the line out through the boot of FC Duplessis.
Very sure what to do this time.
Good defensive structure. Kai van Kampen getting physical, is of Dutch heritage from Holland.
Kramer takes it.
Going back, use it once.
Grey High do well in the push there, shoving back the ball. Now, Free.
He made the turnover.
Appreciate the tempo that this first 5 minutes has taken.
Release 7.
Inching forward now. You can see the figure of Jan Hendrik Wessels waiting for it. He doesn't receive it. FC Duplessis goes on a dart. Couldn't find the pass out to Small Smith.
First man in, he made the turnover.
Oh, superb from Grey High.
Need to roll out.
Oh, it's outstanding work on the ground. Damon Royal in a position of strength. The first time tackle was made. He managed to win a fundamental turnover. Take a look at that for outstanding work. Shows daylight on his feet, wins the penalty for his side.
Open the line. Middle here, come closer.
Bulleted to the front by Nathan Doster.
Fine, 100% correct.
Klaas. Behind the advantage line, so
Step 7.
Grey College coming up quickly now. Easton sends it to Boot. Knutzer. Muller. Urendal. Pass is sticking to hands.
Grey High's motto is Tria Junta and Uno. Three joined in one, and that was definitely a collective defensive effort in that maul. It was more than three joined in one to win the turnover and line out for their side.
Who's 9? So get back 10.
Yeah, it was micked.
Mocking.
It's a misfire at the line-out for Nathan Doster.
Give a step on Ayos. Give a step,
Once you've
guys.
cocked, you have to launch that ball. You cannot balk, and therefore a free kick.
Faree takes a tap. It was
You need to roll out.
interesting to see what Great college job
Need
to
to
do
roll out
now.
number 8.
The Grey Hawk captain, Theo Reppens, gets penalised for not being in the right position.
Leave the ball after a penalty.
You need to make a concerted effort in front of the ref to either roll out the back or the side. Sometimes, unfortunately, you do get trapped in no man's land, like in that occasion.
Adjust your numbers.
Umazonke. Farid. Duplessis. Vessels. Leroux. Through the hands. Marcel Muller. Nobody's going to stop him at that distance. 100 kilograms and incredibly fast. Was always going to get the try, and Grey College into the scorebooks.
Marcel Muller with a lot of pace, considering the fact that he is 100-meter nationals for athletics, and his time in the 400 meters is 47 seconds flat. So a young kid with a lot of pace, but outstanding ball control, silky touches in front of heavy traffic. The ball did the work, soft touches made the difference, and Miller scores the try.
Duplessis just curls it too much.
Oh, it's good handling from this Grey College back line. The ball does the work. They found the man in space, and Miller kept his width and depth. Made the cover defense have to work for it. But he had so much pace, and he's a big kid at 100 kilograms.
Well taken by MC Duplessis. Now the kick comes in. Just, you can see how quickly the Grey College players were rushing up on that. I mentioned already the tempo in which these first 10 minutes have been played. It's been quite extraordinary. Nathan Doster, the captain of rowing at Grey High, finds his mark. Easton.
Number 2 offside.
So Andre Hifafenta.
Number 2 offside.
Penalised an opportunity for Grey High to get in to the college half.
Andre Hifafenta has come along in leaps and bounds. The son of formidable Springbok flanker Andre Fenta. He must be a very proud man, considering his son was chosen for the SA school side this year. That can only approach once that ball leaves the jumper's hands, and he had jumped the gun there slightly, obviously to get extra pressure.
It's been intercepted. So heartbreaking. And I think now the second line out. Grey High haven't worked. Sticking to hands quite magically. Over the top it goes. Muller, try scorer, cuts inside.
No influence.
Leroux. Duplessis. Oh, the defense was up strongly there on Sisonke Bumazonke. Knutsa. Breaks through. J.D. Urundal keeps it alive.
At the breaker, you can set up next to the breaker, last piece.
But it is all Grey College, 65% possession.
Dylan Hallgreen, recipient there. His fellow flanker, Damon Royal. Royal, a good play. He captained Grant Como, EP side last year. Taken by one of the shorter men on the field there, Tion Fourie.
Maul.
Good result for Grey High.
That's a maul.
The ball held up by Grey High, that is, and Jaco Kutsia had called it. Tackles made 27 already by Grey High. They've missed 8. Must be a concerning fact for this coaching staff. But it is a demonstration of how much possession Grey College have had in this opening 13 and a half minutes.
Point. Stand up, please. Slower. Yes, some more. Crouch. Point. Sit.
Klaas. Easton looked at his options. It was Leo Wolf. Wolf's brother is playing prop today, Daniel. He'll come back for the scrum.
Go forward. Perfect.
It's a good breakout bar. Lee Wolf, the chicken wing offload, unfortunately doesn't stick.
Crouch.
So it is a handling error. And possession once again gifted to this Grey College side.
Sit.
Fourie. Duplessis. It was a bullet pass, just didn't stick to hands.
Go forward.
I feel as if Grey High are doing well at the moment to withstand quite frightening intensity and physicality of college.
Big thing is they need to make their first time tackles and make them dominating tackles.
Stand up, please. Hey, spite toe. Meerdere kom jy in nie. Kom 'n bietjie vorentoe lyn met jou een.
Grey College at the moment enjoying more possession, more territory. I like the way they're playing, the offload in the tackle, forward momentum.
Sit. Sit in there. Crouch. Point. Sit.
Klaas. Easton. Cholweni, I think it was.
You have 6.
Hall Green. Van Kampen. I mentioned he's of Dutch ancestry, and his brother, his older brother, plays fly half for Holland, in fact. He was playing Grand Corner last year. Now Klaas digs it out. Easton. Bashed up pass gets out to Leo Wolf. Klaas, it's come backwards, some work to do for Easton. And it's a mark. Not too much distance there for Knutzer, so actually perhaps a territorial gain for Grey High. Just over the top, overcooked it. Andre Hugo Fenta springs upon it. Kick comes in from FC Duplessis, and he is bulleting after it. A lot of work to do. And Tutu, he's just managed to wrestle his way out from the dead ball line, or rather the try line.
Great step.
And Easton under huge pressure. I think he acquits himself really well.
It's well backtracked and covered by Ntutu, but he is a provincial athlete. Victor Lodorum, top 3 in the province for 100 meters and 200 meters. So he does have a lot of speed.
This time it's over the top from Grey High. Ivana. He's a prefect at Grey High.
No, two.
So we've now seen a few lineouts from both schools. Not going to hang. Woodendal.
More.
Grey High doing a great job at slowing it down, and in doing so rewarded with the puts in.
Well done, it's carried in once again, and Grey High School stand tall to their motto, Tria Junta Nuno, 3 joined in 1. That was the whole pack joined in 1, and battling it out to win that possession for their side.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Rippins, the captain.
First man. Holding on.
Jan-Hendrik Wessels takes it quickly, but not from the right mark.
It's clearly in front of the mark. Good man, team. Penalty, falling off.
It's a good carry by Rippins, the captain of this Grey High School side. But outstanding work at the breakdown, showing daylight, supporting his own body strength. It's Leslie Vuerta, the centre of Grey College.
Duplessis again, not on mark. FC Duplessis, he played for Welcome Gym last year and was in the Griffins Craven Week team.
He's also an SA athlete for hurdles. So a talented young man.
Knutzer bursting onto it. Electric pace, the step comes in, and the try for Andre Higo-Venter.
That picture tells a story. All smiles for Andre Higo-Venter. But he goes through this gap. The running time and the timing of the run. Step inside, razzle dazzle. Look at the timing of that pass. That is out of the book. It is quality. Support play, take nothing away from Venter. What a well-made, constructed try. He hits that line at pace as the little scrum half, Tian Fourie. His footwork was out of this book. Support play, tick the box.
The restart, well contested, bodies clashed. Sisonke Vumazonke.
Release! First man in holding on. Mock.
Well, it will be the first opportunity for Grey High School from Port Elizabeth to add some points. It's outstanding work at the breakdown. On his feet, wins the penalty for his side. And Grey High School just opting to slow it down, try and add some spoils. Penalty count almost even Stevens, 4 to Grey High and 3 to Grey College.
Get Grey High on the score sheet, Matthew Easton. We'll have to wait a little bit longer.
Be behind the line.
Duplessis restarts. Van Kampen. And Tutu. That's Shlamelo Klaas actually standing back deep. It's opposite number 9, Tion Fourie, the recipient. Charging onto it. Grey College boys, Grey High up for the challenge. Duplessis. Pass came off a hand, I believe. And now an opportunity for Grey High.
Tackle! Release 5!
Head down, pick and drive. Ibana. Klaas. Royal. Klaas again, quick service from him. Changes direction, finds Reppens. Captain smashed back. Well, Holgreen may have put it down backwards. No. Mika Kutsia doesn't think so. And that'll be put in for College.
It's good defence in the face of the Grey High side.
Crouch! Point! Sit! Stay behind time.
Fourie to the left. Waited perfectly. Look at the pursuit. Marcel Muller on the hunt. Jared Kirsten does some deft stepping and then is monstered out.
2 of each team.
Well, that's some good real estate earned here in Bloemfontein, but it was all made possible by the chase of Marcel Miller. This is what it's all about. The kick chase is only as good, or apologies, your kick is only as good as your kick chase, and that was done to perfection.
We can reset that. Listen, you're not allowed to keep him in the air. You must come down immediately and make sure about your timing. You can't keep him in the air like the coach is screaming on you.
Well, Grey College performing the Air Jordan. He was the only man that could fly, was Michael Jordan.
Once again, plenty of air time.
Leave his leg, get out here, get out.
Fent in possession. Will be hard for Grey High to stop this. They do so. Fourie, Duplessis, Small Smith intercepted. Van Kampen read that very well. Now back into Grey College hands. Small Smith.
Leave it.
Duplessis.
First man in, make the turnover.
Oh, stunning turnover. I couldn't see who it was.
13. Number 5.
The turnover was performed once again. It looked like to me it was Damon Royal.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And he's been prominent for his side.
That's a mark, yes.
Early on in the fixture, in front of the post, a couple of meters out, he performed a turnover that saved the day. Once again, take a look at that technique. That is out of the book. Perfectly body positioned, position of strength, shows daylight. All the boxes are ticked, wins the turnover.
And at a huge moment as well. 7 odd minutes left of this half. And Grey College had been camping in the Grey High half. Now an opportunity to see how they can do on the attack. Wolf, strong runner he is. Klaas, Ivana. Klaas. Marco Mukia. Def stepping there.
You missed it.
Klaas, again, goes on the dot. So they're going to need someone to stand in at scrum half. Pick and drive rather. Marco Mukia. Klaas. Machulweni. Yema Machulweni. Good run from him.
Time off. I've got a flag from a AR, just separate teams, please.
So what is going to be said now?
Yeah. Skabel valt op de grond. Ja. Druk 13 die kant en die grond vast. Ja. En toe hulle opstaan, toe slaan 10 vir 13 op sy bors met die kop. Okay. So ek weet nie wat jy daarmee doen wil jy hou. So eerste was 13 van wit af. Ja. Op die grond, dis dieselfde intensiteit. Okay. Ja, so penalty teen 13 is van die merk hier. 13. 13. Just leave the players off. If you're off the ball, you're off the ball. Oh, yeah, don't push them into the ground, all right? Okay, so we're going to get penalty against you, foul play.
It's a pity for Grey High, isn't it?
Oh, it is definite pity because they were building up some decent momentum. But it's Machulweni that gets called into the headmaster's office. And he pays the price, he pays the maximum. Sanctioned for a penalty. Foul play, ill discipline on the field. So it will allow Grey College to get once again back into the right areas of the field.
Bumazonke, as he has done regularly throughout the day, takes it. And
backward.
LaRue dropped it backward.
You strap there, control out scrum. Going forward. You strap. Dis die gras hier, grond, né?
Good technique demonstrated by the Grey High player, showing the ref that there's no ways I can get out of there. Grey College with forward momentum awarded the scrum.
Klutter. Muller. Such a strong player he is. Muller still going.
More! Use it.
It's one area that Grey High have stood up with courage, and that is the defensive area. Often they've forced that turnover by holding the player up in the air. Take a look at that. 4 or 5 great players involved. Keegan Fanika, Dylan Algreen, all in there, playing with their hearts on their sleeve.
I know Grey High came in with a very definitive plan for this game, particularly on the defence. I think they've employed it very successfully, remembering how strong Grey College is. 2-2. Klaas, Ivana. Well handled there eventually. Dylan Holgren. Easton releases it. Doster.
Release 7!
To the blind it goes, the kick comes in and it goes straight out.
Let's go, boys, let's go! Let's go!
Viking! Viking!
To the front it goes. Now, the back line, FC Du Plessis, Jan-Hendrik Wessels like a bowling ball. The defense of Grey High standing up bravely. Buerta works it out. I'll tell you, Grey High will desperately want to make sure College don't score going into second half. Another big hit from Grey High. Hendrik Kramer. Wrapped up by his opposite man. And Wessels gets out the pass, it finds its hands, sticks to the palms. Farid, that's quick service. Really well handled by Jared Kirsten. He's a true sportsman, played, say, under 16 hockey in 2017, and that is that for the first half. Oh, it's been a competitive first half, and I think many would have been very impressed by Grey High standing up. There were perhaps some predictions that it would be more Grey College, and over the past few years it has been. So a good outing from Grey High, very competitive. Ultimately, after 35 minutes, College has been the dominant side, and at half-time, Grey College lead Grey High 12 points to 0 in Bloemfontein. Half-time at Bloemfontein, and the Grey clash sees Grey College leading Grey High 12 points to 0 at half-time. It has been true 2 tries to 0. The game began at a startling intensity, and Grey College just eventually rewarded with a combination of using their big men and also some hands and some pace, and that man, Marcel Muller, was always going to get the 5 points.
This try was made by good interplay between backs and forwards, a good collective effort. What Miller did well is he kept his width. He ran onto the ball at pace at 100 kilometers an hour. I can tell you one thing, to stop this kid that close, you're not going to do it.
And look at this beautiful play from Farid. Comes in with the pace, step, awareness, and a beautiful pass. The support running from Andre Hijo Fenta, also on point.
Well, it's the timing of the run and the timing of the pass from Franco Knutzer to Tian Farid razzle-dazzle footwork, and then support play by Fenter. Take a look at this. Left, right, keep left, pass right. Unbelievable. Support play from Fenter, take nothing away from him. Your super quick tail of the tape at half-time speaks for itself. Tackles made, 39 by Grey High. Will they come back and haunt them? Tackles miss, also a problem. They need to get in Grey College's face in the second half. Visits to the 22. Grey College have been there 4 times. They've come up back with the maximum spoils, leading 12 points to 0 at half-time.
Captain!
FC Du Plessis restarts the game, begins the second half. A well-contested kick is finally taken by the captain of Grey High, Theo Reppens. Easton puts in the kick, goes over their hands. This could be an opportunity. He runs away from them all. The second half could be a challenge for Grey High. Grey College have a very strong bench. They have several fresh players, and included amongst them are Nabo Sukoyi, who's in the SA Schools A side, as is George Cronier, who's in the SA Schools setup. And they played last year. That bench really made a difference when they came on. So Grey High will have to try and mitigate that. Bumazanke, Du Plessis, Wessels. Some impressive pace from an absolute monster of a young man. Just 120 kilograms he is.
That's a rock.
Playing the ball in the on the ground is Damon Royal. He's been prominent for his side, Grey High, in the first half, winning turnover penalties. His technique is so good.
Class the recipient. Now, Klaas Easton comes backwards of a hand. Knutzer turns to his left boot. This is a good attacking opportunity for Grey High. Could this be the moment for them to break the deadlock?
Knutzer disappointing with himself. That ball comes off his boot like a wounded duck in flight. Grey High found themselves on a rare occasion on an attacking platform where they can make a difference.
Van Niekerk. He is from Mauritius, is Keegan Van Niekerk. And yeah, held up. So Grey High just unable to really break through that physical defense of College.
Tielman Nieuwoud making himself a nuisance at that setup, drifting through the maul and getting hands on ball and forcing the turnover. Outstanding work from the young man, the big 112 kilogram tight head prop.
Point.
Off the back it goes, through the hands now. Du Plessis. Du Plessis is going to France on a 3-year contract after school. He was omitted from the SA Schools side. Because of that, it has been suggested, as was Cade Voliter, the Western Province fly-off, who's also going to France. Now through the hands for Grey High. Some nice stepping down the tram line there. Jared Kirsten.
First man in. First man in. Holding on. Bowling on. Push him up.
Bit of handbag throwing, Super Group pick, squabble about the Curry Cup.
P.
Releasing the ball on the ground. Outstanding defense, and once again on the ball is the big lock forward, Jan-Hendrik Wessels, the SA Schools player. Actually a specialist tight head prop.
Kramer takes it.
Advantage side entry. Number 5.
And now College
Side entry number 3.
march their way into the grey high
Advantage
half.
number 3 side entry.
Du Plessis, Buerta, Small Smith, steps, finds a gap. Ian Small Smith puts down his head with great speed. Comes great responsibility, and the head boy and captain adds 5 to Grey College's tally.
Well, there's no answer to blistering pace. He shows us clean set of heels, but the startup was good. Ball in 2 hands, that's what created doubt for the defense. The step inside, and then the rest is history.
So FC Du Plessis, not his day with the boot thus far.
Oh, it's a fantastic individualistic effort. Ball in 2 hands. Defense drifts. They think he's going to pass. He steps inside. Outstanding skills from the young man.
Easton restarts, comes into Grey High hands, legally so as well. Dylan Hall Green. Pick and drive, Damon Royal, man who's been so good at the breakdown, comes off a player. Not too many players left, so Grey High will have to work it right. I think the right decision there from Keegan Faniko. Step inside, need to find some shape, regroup. Fine inside pass, but Ivano was anticipated. So players on the right. Oh, strong run. Grey College players not really accustomed to ever being pushed back.
Number 4 slowing the
Another
ball
penalty, so important decision times.
Hendrik Kramer sanctioned for a penalty, lying in a fraudulent position.
So this is a huge lineup for Grey High. Haven't had 100% success. I tell you, Nathan Doster really wants to hear the call there. Stolen by Vumazonke.
Just leave it number 2.
Such a crucial steal it was. Now quickly through the hands. Grey College on the counter-attack. Muller. Oh, that's Leslie Buerta. And you would have seen the first reserve coming on for Grey College. More than half an hour left of this game. Yes. Through the middle, Hicho Venter finds its way to Grey High players. Klaas, bullet line, really impressive play there, but defense was up for it. Easton, good lofty pass. Wolf, the hands from him, impressive from the front row. Klaas. Making energy from Grey High. Duplessis. Machalweni bursts through. Actually, he's wrapped up by George Cronier, new man on the field. And we spoke about he will make an impact. Some space opening up. Easton sees it, eyes it, goes to ground, and in the process, the ball's ripped from him. Tienfari. Duplessis sends it towards the commentary booth.
Matthew Easton, the head boy of Grey High. Unfortunate for him, losing the ball in contact, but it's Grey High, a period of play, enjoying a bit more possession, a bit more territory, looking a lot more clinical.
Once again, lineouts not working for Grey High. The kick comes in from Andre Higofenta. Every hooker's dream to random corner kick, but in Tutu showing that place. In Tutu gets out that pass. And once again,
There's two. First of white.
possession lost.
Then my blue.
And the first knock on coming from Grey High.
There's a knock.
Good work by Tutu. We mentioned in the first half, Victor Lodorum
Direk op die bal, nie op jou hande agter die bal en aanpak.
for athletics in the top 3 in his province for the 100-meter and 200-meter events.
Oh, he certainly showed wide today, hasn't he? He's been great on the attack.
Bind! Sit! Sit, keep your bind.
Free finds Knutzer. Muller finds a great player in the form of Matthew Easton. The idea was right, just the execution. Always a tricky left-hand pass at exceptional pace. Ivana. He's a prefect, Grey High. And now back for Easton. Sends it up. Oudendal allows it to bounce. Knutzer breaking through defenders. Back to Oudendal. Klaas with the box kick. There is a chase. Once again, is allowed to bounce. This could be an opportunity for Grey High. Hallgreen doing well. Comes in with the tackle. Marcel Muller. He is just so big. Muller charging forward. Looks like a flanker. Bit of scrappy play. Play still alive, however. Klaas. He's been brave. He's been full of energy today, actually, Melo Klaas. Remember, he actually was making either his debut or his second appearance for the first team in this fixture last year. Ivana runs over Leslie Buerta. Earns a few more meters. Klaas. Reppens. Machalweni. And can you believe it? Jan Hendrik Wessels, the monstrous man, holding the ball as if it were a fruit, goes all the way. Who could ever believe that something so large could move so quickly?
Push replay all day long. That is probably one of the best tight forward individualistic tries you'll see in modern day rugby. A pick and go, break straight through the centre. It's 115 kilograms of beef, and take a look at that. Shows a clean set of heels, ball in one hand. That's not the right technique, but the try is out of the book. I don't have words to describe it, Anton. Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. And one thinks there might have been a few defenders who were grateful that they weren't standing in front of him, being tasked with the tackle there. And Du Plessis almost pulled a brilliant kick out the hat.
Outstanding. Firstly, he steals the ball at the ruck with a counter ruck, picks the ball up, and then unbelievable. He's got so much speed. He plays tight head prop as well. 115 kilograms, showing exactly why he got chosen for SA Schools in 2019.
Absolutely, a real talent to watch in the future. It's allowed to bounce. We've seen that happen several times today. But now carving through Janko Klutter. LaRue. And these 20 minutes are when Grey High really need to be careful. As we said, the effect of the reserves that come on. And really start to devastate the teams they play.
Back for a knock.
Anton, there's so much heritage and history from both these schools. They're both littered with alumni, Springboks, famous people. We need a whole nother half to name a few, but just to name a few from Grey College: Hansie Cronje, Steve Hoffmeyer, South African artist; Wade van Niekerk, SA Olympic gold medal holder, world record holder for the 400 meters. Box, let's talk about Brosseau, Peter Miller, Ruben Kruger, Morne Du Plessis in the International Rugby Hall of Fame, our fellow colleague Smiley Swanepoel, commentating in Afrikaans. That is just to start with Grey College. We'll touch Grey High now.
Well, Smiley Swanepoel, one of the greatest players to have ever come from Grey College. He has really reinforced that we mentioned that today. And of course, one of indeed the great Springboks from the school, and a personality even greater.
Well, let's talk about the alumni from Grey High School with so much heritage and tradition. Kerwin Bosch, a Springbok; David Callanan, cricket; Mark Catt, England rugby; Peter Williams, SA former Olympic and Commonwealth Games swimmer, held the world record for the 50-meter freestyle; Jan Seifontein, Springbok; Graham and Peter Pollock, cricket; Sia Kolisi. There are so many, and apologies if I haven't named all of them. It's virtually impossible.
Indeed, two schools with wealths of history, and wonderful men have graduated from them across different sports codes and across different endeavors. Now taken quickly from Grey College. Klutter. Fourie, Du Plessis, Cronje, Venter. In the hunt of the second, shrugs off two defenders. He does go down eventually. Cronje, Du Plessis. Cronje really getting involved, showing that energy. Space opening up, and that's another try for Andre Higo Venter.
Well, it's total dominance at the moment for Grey College. We spoke about the tackle count. Is that coming back to haunt this Grey High School side towards the latter part of this second half in this super quick Premier Interschools fixture? Take nothing away from Venter. His running line was good. He came from depth and pace. Becomes very difficult to stop these young men.
No, indeed, it is really tricky for Grey High. They've been tackling bravely throughout the day, and now they have to contend with these monstrous reserves coming in. FC Du Plessis gets his second of the day.
But it's so clinical. It's a well-drilled side, this, by their coach, Wessel Du Plessis. Running lines are good. The patience is good. Speed of delivery from the breakdown, the way they manage their possession is even better.
Easton sends it deep. Bit of a juggling act. Dion LaRue, who's in the South African under-17 green squad. It's been quite impressive today. Kept in field, kept alive. Marcel Muller fields it miraculously. Outstrips Easton, uses his strength, and that is an exceptional individual try.
Oh, it's Miller that makes something out of nothing. The kick chase is good. The bounce is kind. Shows exactly, look at that technique. The ball in the right hand, so he still has his other hand available for the fend. Technique is perfect. And he demonstrates why he's a 400-meter athlete running it in 47 net. Participated in the Nationals for the 100 meters. He gets his brace.
So 2 more not added, but one fears that the floodgates are near being opened. This try was just a thing of beauty, and Marcel Miller was the man who had opened with the try of the game, and good to see that alongside his physicality and speed, he also has such an impressive skill set as well.
Grey College still dominating possession. Grey House slightly better in the second half. They played in the right areas.
Shorter kick, well pursued. We've seen these kicks working out nicely. The penalty.
Timing.
Penalty was sanctioned for a timing issue. Playing the man on the ground. This picture will tell the story.
Lyn in die middel. Nege.
Doster over the top, and once again Andre Higefenta sneaks it up. Vumazonke, LaRue, Duplessis, Buerta, Small Smith. Chilweni was up upon him quickly.
Tackle! 6, release!
Buerta wrapped up. He may have landed on the wrong side. We'll see where the ball comes out. No, yeah, lying over it. Not releasing. Bierkus. Sticking to hands, the passes are now for Grey College. Buerta. Duplessis.
Back!
Cronier. Duplessis.
Backwards!
Good tackle. Forced the turnover.
No, 6, Bloem!
So Melo Klaas looking at his options. Some rather flat-footed forwards to pass to. You can see the back line there, not really existent, to be honest. And now Nabo Sokoi, this is a dangerous man that's come to the field for Grey College. A very crisp pass to Knutze. Free. Nordia. Cronier.
Backwards.
You can really see the amount of involvement that Cronier's got. As we mentioned, he didn't play the full game, so he's got that energy. Bjerkes working through the hands. Can you believe it? Take that 5 and change it to a 15. Jan-Hendrik Wessels, he was playing prop. Now he's lock. And he could well one day be a backline player with how he's been playing today.
The little show and go from Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Unbelievable stuff, but the timing of the pass of George Cronier, he held, he showed, and then he let it go at the exact right time. But it's great high school from Port Elizabeth, chasing shadows at the moment defensively. And the reason why is this Grey College have just upped their tempo, and the offload and the tackle has kept them having forward momentum, getting in and behind the defense, which means Grey High is scrambling. They're scrambling, and I can tell you one thing, to have to tackle for almost 70 minutes becomes energy sapping. Take nothing away from that young man. Jan-Hendrik Wessels showing a skill set out of this book. A show and go. He's got pace. He's a big man, a big kid at 115 kilograms, putting up his hand for his side.
Easton has been put down by Klutter.
Van Bloem in PE. Scrum, aanslaan.
There's an area that is problematic in South African rugby at all levels. You score a try and immediately concede possession, give possession back to the opposition from a restart. It is a contestable phase.
Set.
The scrums today have been good from both schools. Kirsten runs onto the pace. And Grey High still looking for that try. They're still playing with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy and bravery. Theo Reppens, under 19 player he is. Now Sekoyi, and that has gone out on the full.
Weet er nog. Heb je toch geraakt? Middle is fine, yeah.
Doster, this time he found his mark. It just went through the hands. Klutter, Knutzer. Going to be called all the way back to the line-out.
Lost forward.
The ball going through the hands. And knocking it on by Dragan van Niekerk. See his face, how disappointed he was with himself. You mentioned it, Anton, scrums have been even Stevens. 5 apiece
Groot.
for Grey College.
Fine.
And 6 out of 6 for Grey High. Luckily it's not 6 of the best.
Kick comes in, Sekoyi pursuing it. Van Kampen anticipates. He was Grand Como last year, so he'll be returning for next year's fixture. Hallgreen. Easton. Macholweni. Wolf. 2 centres for Grey High have been quite strong today. Macholweni, particularly, every time he gets it, it's heartbreak for Grey High. Every time Macholweni gets it, he seems to break through a little bit. And Wolf has looked quite physically strong when he's been running. Compare that, the combination of Grey College, you have Puerto, who's quite strong, and then Small Smith with the pace.
Slightly jumping the gun is George Cronier. trying to get extra line speed and pressure in his defensive effort, conceding a penalty.
And this time the line-out just works out for Grey High. Line-out's an area of schoolboy rugby that often can be left wanting. As now Easton opts to take contact. Klaas gets it out quickly. Wolf. Hallgreen. He's put his hand up today for Grey High.
Release!
Royal.
Perfect.
And that's
Timing is
the
fine on
error.
the tackle, no problem. Lost forward.
Damon Royal, also
fine.
a youngster
Lost
that
forward.
has put his hand up for Grey High School this afternoon. Almost getting his hands through the tackle there, unfortunately.
Wow.
Ball drifting forward.
Groot! Point! Set!
They put in for Grey College. Fourie puts it to his boot. Van Kampen is watching it, but I'd rather be a line out. And the Grey High team will be really hoping we can make it click on this throw-in.
A solid scrum from Grey College gives Tian Fourie time to make the clearance. Exit strategy works to perfection.
And once again intercepted. Andre Hugo Venter, he's taken it many times today with the back of the line out. Dion Leroux gets out the pass. Bjerkes still going. Dion Leroux, the run, the pass, and now the try. Franco Knutsa.
All started with the breakout from Dion Leroux, chicken wing offload. Good support play by the replacement flanker, George Cronje. That offload from the ground. And then once again, it's support play from Dion Leroux. And take a look at the skill set for that pass out wide at pace. And the support play from Franco Knutsa to score the points.
Very difficult to execute that. And I think it's part of a theme of the forwards for Grey College today. Of course, they've got the obvious physicality, and then a little bit more surprising in the speed, but most surprising is the skill set they've displayed.
You hit that right on the head, Anton. But what impresses me about this Grey College side is the way they offload the ball in the tackle. They keep that ball alive. They don't take it to the ground to set a ruck or to set a maul. They keep that forward momentum all the time. Yes, there might be a 50-50 offload here and there that doesn't stick, but 9 times out of 10, they make it count, and that's how they make it count.
Wow, kept alive. Pulled a beast
Now
there.
can roll out there. Scrum.
Oh, the picture tells a story of 1,000 words. Grey College, all with smiles, but take a look at it. That is what you call support play, keeping your man in the air. Execution is ruthless.
And who else but Jan Hendrik Wessels?
I can tell you, as receiving a kickoff, we all aim for that. And I've been in that position on numerous occasions. And the way that George Cronje firstly took the ball in the air, and then with the support of Jan Hendrik Wessels, keeping him up there. You need faith in the guy behind you. Outstanding play from Grey College.
Locks in. Locks in. That's fine, we can carry out.
Looks like a little bit of cramp being assisted there.
We can carry on. Set, please. Crouch.
You see the war cry leaders, the Grey High in the background. They've been tireless as well today. Cronier, Buerta into space, looking at his options, weighs it up, inside pass. FC du Plessis with a streaker chasing behind him, gets the try. And I am equally as interested in the try as discovering how exactly the Grey player lost his shirt there. Easton is now Grey College into the 50 points. Dion Leroux. Wow, gang tackle there. Keegan van Niekerk, the Mauritian monster, puts in the hit. And this man, Jan Hendrik Wessels, gets out the pass. We've been talking all day about the skill set. Vumazonke, down the tram line he goes. Marcel Muller does it again. His hat-trick try. And looking at how it was made, Vumazonke, the soft skills of the forwards, but this man, we've been talking about it all day. Such good technique, and such a physical presence, both with his speed and his strength. Franco Kunutza to take a Grey College to 60. And that is that. Well, it was a very closely and competitive contested first half, but Grey College just exceptional in the second half. Their reserves making a difference, but also their forwards. That man in shot, Jan Hendrik Wessels, an amazing combination of strength, speed, and skill set, and perhaps one of the standout elements of today's game from Grey College was the skill set of their players and the passing in the offload. At full time in Bloemfontein, Grey College defeat Grey High 58 points to 0.